students, Jai Hind. It was immense pride, deep reverence, and an unwavering sense of patriotism that I stand today to speak not just about an event in our recent history, but about a monumental moment in India's strategic doctrine. A moment that reaffirmed our unwavering commitment to national security, justice, and our zero tolerance policy towards terrorism. So, India is always committed to the zero tolerance strategy towards to the terrorism. So, I'm talking about Operation Sindoor, that is India's decisive and dignified response to cross-border terrorism, a masterstroke that demonstrated the precision, power, and patriotism of our armed forces. So let us see the events which unfold this Operation Sindoor. The first one, we can talk about the provocation. So let us begin by recalling the dark hour that led to this powerful operation. On April 22, 2025, in the serene town of Pahalgam, that is in Jammu and Kashmir, 26 innocent civilians, including Indian tourists and a local Muslim guide, fell victim to a barbaric terrorist attack. The group behind this heinous act was the Resistance Front. That is TRF, a known proxy of the Lashkar-e-Taiba, nurtured and protected across the border in Pakistan region. It was not just an attack on people, it was attack on peace, on dignity, and on the very soul of India. So that is the provocation, and let us see what is the response of an India. India did not mourn in silence. India stood up, but strategically. In the early hours of May 7th, 2025, precisely between 1:05 and 1:30 am, that is 25 minutes, India executed Operation Sindoor, a 25-minute surgical retaliation that will echo in the history of modern warfare as a textbook example of efficiency, ethics, and excellence. This was no ordinary military maneuver. It is a tri-services, it is AI integrated, it is satellite monitored, and cyber synchronized strike. These technical words you should use for the examination, because it is not just we are giving the details, it is for the very much useful for your examination. So that's why we are giving these words. So make sure that. So this was no ordinary military maneuver. It is a tri-service, AI integrated, satellite monitored, and cyber synchronized strike, targeting 9 terror camps. And these terror camps are in Pakistan, and some of them are in the Pakistan occupied Kashmir. In this operation, at least 70 terrorists were neutralized, and the very infrastructure that breeds extremism and terrorism was dismantled. Now, we will talk about the strategic precision and national pride. Because assuming this much large operation is not a joke. So what made Operation Sindoor historic? First, if you can talk about indigenous technology usage. From AI-enabled loitering drones to our very own Akshatir air defense system, we showed that India no longer depends, we leads in the defense innovation. So here for examination, you have to read about Akashtir air defense. The second one, joint forces coordination. This was an orchestration of the highest order, the Indian Army, Air Force, and Navy working in harmony proving once again that India's greatest strength lies in its unity of purpose. The third one, we gave a very clear a global message. We didn't just strike, we communicated. India delegations traveled to key nations like Japan and Russia immediately after exposing Pakistan terror nexus and rallying international consensus. The fourth one is psychological supremacy. The intelligent intercepts revealed that sheer panic among the enemy ranks. In one case, even a Pakistan army commander abandoned his post during the assault. It is a clear sign that the fear of Indian retaliation is now real and immediate. Now, if you can see why it matters, especially to you, that is the future leaders of India, to all the UPSC aspirants, I say this: Operation Sindoor is not just an answer to a terror attack. It is a case study in modern Indian diplomacy, defense, and decisive leadership. As future officers, administrators, and policymakers, please understand this. Number one, India is no longer reactive. That is, we are very much proactive. Number two, our strategy is not just boots on the ground. It is brains behind the screens. We can do attack very precisely. The third one, our might is not in aggression but in restraint backed by the readiness. So finally, we can salute. Let us salute our brave hearts in uniform whose courage ensured that justice was served, not just spoken of. Let us honor the scientists, analysts, and policymakers whose intellect turned raw power into surgical precision. And let us remember this: in the face of the terror, India does not falter. In the face of the injustice, India does not retreat. India rises, India responds, and India prevails. Finally, I will conclude in the words of Swami Vivekananda: arise, awake, and stop not till the goal is reached. Operation Sindoor is a shining example that India has arisen, awakened, and will never stop till her borders are safe and her people secure. So, to each one of you preparing to serve this nation, carry this spirit. For the pen and sword, when they are guided by the constitution and courage, are the two pillars of the strong republic. Jai Hind, Vande Mataram.